Hey guys, welcome to the third grade curriculum review. It's the end of 2023. We're wrapping up our school year and it's time to chat about how third grade went and the curriculum choices that I used and chose and if it was worthwhile. So if you're interested in seeing the results, keep watching. Hello, I'm Christine. If you're new here, I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 and I have been sharing our homeschool journey for years now. So if you are interested in seeing more from us, go ahead and subscribe. I share very regularly lots of homeschool, curriculum reviews and just my thoughts on homeschooling in general. I have lots of content, so you can check out the rest of my channel. But today I'm specifically talking about third grade. It was my son's third grade year. I use grades very loosely because I just use whatever curriculum suits him and where he's up to. But he technically, I guess, is in third. He kind of straddles second and third. And so, yeah, we're going to chat about what we used, if we changed anything. I did go back and look at my video that I put out at the beginning of the year about what curriculum choices we had for this year to sort of compare what we started with and what we ended with. So I'm just going to go through it little by little. First of all, I'm going to talk about literature from Sonlight. Now, these are his independent subjects. These do not include history, science, and other things we do together as a family. This is just his independent work. So literature he did through Sonlight. It was a big success. These are the books that he has read through. He's almost read through all of them. He's almost finished one of them and he's got one left to read before the end of the year, but he'll be finished that within the next couple of weeks. My goal for him this year with reading was just to increase his independence, to see him reading more on his own. And boy, oh boy, did he exceed that goal. He has just clicked with reading this year and he is off. It's just been such a good thing for him this year. He keeps reading ahead in his readers and he's just done really, really well. So Sonlight has been a huge success in our home this year. The first book he read, well, not the first book. I don't know if it was, he read through this the majority of the year, the Beginner's Bible, and he really enjoyed this. He had lots of fun reading that. This is the one he's currently in, Nate the Great. And I think he's enjoying it for the most part. He's still got to read the Titanic. This is the last one, but I know he will enjoy this because he loves history. And then he's read all of these books as well. So these are mostly level 2 readers. He really enjoyed Amelia Bedelia. He said she was just a crazy lady. He really liked her. So I don't know, I haven't read it myself. So yeah, he's done very, very well with his reading this year. And I think having his own sort of real books and literature to do on his own has been fantastic for him. So really, really happy with Sonlight literature. I like that there are books that I didn't necessarily know about and that are picked for him and are age appropriate and level appropriate and all that kind of stuff. So that's been really good. Okay, moving on to handwriting. Handwriting is not really his favorite subject, but he's actually done pretty well with it this year, especially because he's been doing cursive. So this is level 3 from The Good and the Beautiful. We've used The Good and the Beautiful's handwriting most of the way through his schooling journey, and he does well with it. So yeah, he did well. There's nothing, I'm not like, whoa, or disappointed or anything. It's just yeah, he did his handwriting this year, Not his favorite subject, but he's done well with it considering. Now, spelling is something that we went back and forth on this year. So we started the year with all about spelling, and we were finishing off that book because we started with level 1 in 2022, and we sort of zoomed through that because some of it was really easy. And so we finished that off, and then we went back to The Good and the Beautiful's handwriting, spelling that is incorporated. And we tried that again for a while, and it just was not working. So we ended up switching to Abeka. And I actually put him on grade 2 spelling. And then I actually pulled him back to grade 1. I just felt like he needed to pull back. And the reason I did that is because in their first grade book, they have the spelling rules listed with the lists. And it's really good at showing them why things are spelled the way that they art. And in second grade, they don't have that. And so I wanted him to have that foundation. So what I did, instead of buying another whole book, because they're pricey, in the back of the first grade spelling, they have homework sheets and they have the list attached to that. And so I've just been pulling those out for him, and then having him use an exercise book and writing out his spelling list there, and then testing him on a Friday. And that's been working really well. He has no idea what grade it is. I don't even know that the homework pages have the grade on them. And he doesn't need to know. Like, I'm not worried about, my kids don't really know about grades and that kind of thing. They just do what I give them. And I've been pretty intentional about that. I never want them to feel like they're behind or ahead or like whatever. I just want them to be where they need to be, kind of thing. So that is what he's doing with spelling, and we'll just see how he goes. If he jumps ahead, we will jump ahead, and I've got what I need. So yeah, that's how spelling's going. Now math, I spoke a lot about this year. We switched from Simply Good and Beautiful level 3 to Math with Confidence grade 3. And that was a big switch for us because we've used Simply Good and Beautiful math all the way through, from like preschool right through. And he has really enjoyed it. He's very good at math. It comes naturally to him. And the reason, it's really funny because I had put the Good and the Beautiful books away, the math books away. And it wasn't until recently where I pulled them out. I was like, this is why we switched. And it's because the pages are just so busy. And for many kids, that's fine. But for my son, because he was doing more independent work by that stage, he was not a confident reader. And it was so overwhelming to him having all those words on a page. And it just wasn't a great fit. And so we switched to to Math with Confidence. We started with their grade 2 just to fill in any gaps that I could see. And we whizzed through that. And then we went on to grade 3. And we will finish the first half of grade 3 in the next week or two. And then we will just continue with it. They don't have grade 4 out yet. That will only be released next year. This has been an excellent curriculum. I cannot speak highly enough of it. I really, really, really like this curriculum. It is thorough, it is fun and engaging, but the workbook is simple, and so I can very easily hand it over to him and he knows what to do. He can read the instructions and it's not full of words and overwhelming to him. So he has done lots of different things, but I think the standout thing has been multiplication this year, and it's been fun to see how that's been introduced. And it's been really, really great to see his confidence grow and just his abilities grow in math this year. So love this curriculum. It's been an excellent fit for him and generally just for our family. And then finally, let's talk about language arts. This is what Jack did this year. He did the level 2 from The Good and the Beautiful. And he did really well with it. He enjoyed it. He finished this off a couple weeks ago. He loves the art appreciation and like the book studies and that kind of thing. He really enjoys that. His least favorite thing at the moment is writing, but he's getting better at that. I do have thoughts and ideas for the future with the writing aspect of curriculum. I'm trying not to jump too far ahead. So this was a good fit for him this year. He did really well. He finished off the Booster C booster cards, and he did, I think there were 2 books, Molly and the Falcon and Wesley and the Wolves. He enjoyed Wesley and the Wolves more, but Molly and the Falcon was good too. And they're shared readers, and he really likes that. He loves that I read with him. And yeah, was a great fit. I was happy with it. So I talked about in my daughter's review video that we actually switched from The Good and the Beautiful for her. But for him, I was happy with it. So we continued with it. We did it right the way through, and it was a really good fit for him. The only thing we don't do in here is their spelling. So anything that has to do with spelling, I cross it out because he's already doing spelling elsewhere. But everything else we've been doing, and it's been a really good fit, and I've been happy with it. So his reading has just like come so far this year. It was not the fight this year as it has been in previous years. He just clicked. He's reading on his own. He's getting interested in chapter books, and that has been so rewarding as a homeschool mom, when you have like had a kid who maybe struggled a bit with reading and now all of a sudden they're just doing really, really well. That has been fantastic. So that is his 3rd grade year, and I'm excited to share his curriculum choices for next year with you guys, because yeah, I'm very happy with them. It took me a bit of back and forth, and I'll talk about my thought process behind all that when I do the videos, but it was a good year for us, and he has just done incredibly well, both academically, socially, just in life in general. He is growing up so much. He's like mowing the lawns now. I mean, like, goodness me, I have a child who does multiplication and mows the lawns. How did that happen? It just happened so quickly. So very proud of him and how far he's come, and what a privilege it has been to be right alongside him, walking with him during that time. So anyway, any questions you have for me, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.
The world had more of your smile. What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no war.